Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any other significant Cancer placements, there may be a message in here for you. So Cancer, to get started with your reading, I'm getting this message. It's coming through kind of like a story, and I'm not sure if this is you or if this is someone else, but I'm pretty sure that you are playing this role as a witness to somebody else. So I am getting this energy of being a witness. And the other energy that I'm getting is that there's someone who is undergoing some sort of trial, was the word that was coming through. So I don't know if it's literally some sort of like trial in a courtroom. It doesn't necessarily have to be that literally, but there is some sort of ordeal or trial that someone else is going through. That's the energy that I'm getting. And the metaphor to come in for this message is the story of Prometheus, which is a Greek mythology story. If you're not familiar, Prometheus was a titan who took fire from the gods and gave it to the humans so that the humans could develop, and because he loved humans, like humanity, so much that he wanted to give them a gift of fire. But because of that, he was punished. So it was kind of coming through like that, where there's like, you're seeing someone who was acting out of love or was doing something for the benefit of somebody else, but because of their actions, they're perhaps undergoing some sort of trial or difficulty due to somebody else not liking those actions. Like that, it's kind of coming through as this person, like it kind of feels like you're witnessing someone who is undergoing some sort of like sacrifice or like personal hardship for the benefit of other people is how it's coming through, right? Like Prometheus, who gave the gift of fire to humanity, but because of that, he was punished by the gods. That's how it's coming through. So just take it how it resonates. They're sacrificing something of themselves for the higher good of others. And the reason why this is coming through for you, Cancer, is that there may be an opportunity sometime down the road to help them in some way. I'm not sure how, but it will be clear to you. And I keep getting the word witness. So that's bringing this energy of justice. It could literally be like you're being called to be a witness in like a court case or something like that. It doesn't have to be literal. Like something like another example of how this could come through is like you're seeing someone like work hard or struggle, and then like it could be even like someone you work with or whatever, it doesn't matter, and then later maybe something happens where this person is accused of stealing or whatever. And it's like, no, actually you witnessed them do the right thing, or you witnessed them. It is like, I'm really getting this energy of like, they did the right thing. They were acting out of the goodness, right? Like they were helping someone, but for some reason there's some sort of like, I don't know, negative energy there that's trying to twist that narrative is how it's coming through. So it's kind of like you're being a witness to, in order to like clarify the story, or to like come to someone's defense, or to like attest that this person was doing the right thing. That's how it's coming through. So I don't know. That's sort of the energy that I'm getting. So I'm going to pull cards for you, Cancer. What is your energy at the moment? And the message that's coming through doesn't necessarily have to be tied to that story that I was just saying. But you're getting the sublimation card, which is interesting because this card also came out in the last Aquarius reading, which I'll link above if you're interested. This is a card about ascending and elevating and reaching some sort of new level of consciousness. And what often comes with this, the message that often comes with this card is to be of service to others. So there is something, that's your energy, Cancer. You're ascending in order to be of service to others. So it could, yeah, interesting. I'm almost getting something like you are being put in a new position. That kind of energy. Like it's almost like, for example, like a very practical way in which this energy could be felt for you is almost like you're getting a promotion at work. Let's say something like that. Like you're getting a promotion at work, and part of the reason why you're being put in that position is so that you can help somebody else and be a witness to whatever it is that they're struggling through. So it could be something where it's like, it's almost like you're seeing a new side of something, or you're being like, you're seeing like a new side of something is kind of how it's coming through. Maybe there's been like someone around you who has been struggling through something, is just how it's feeling. And so in this new position, it's like you can see how much they have been struggling through something that maybe they haven't been sharing with other people, or that just like it hasn't been, this energy feels kind of like this person maybe has been taking on the burden of other people's well-being is kind of how it's coming through. It also feels kind of like they have been, like this, again, feels like another person, Cancer. They have been absorbing some of the, it feels very strongly like they've been protecting a group from some sort of negative energy, it feels like. But it's like you didn't know that this was happening. I feel like, okay, I'm getting kind of this energy of like, the metaphor that I'm getting is a shepherd. Somebody like a shepherd who has a flock of sheep, let's say. So they have been protecting the flock, and it's like they've been dealing with some sort of situation, like could be like predators or whatever, right? Like where they've had to like protect this group. And it's like you were unaware of the fact that they were doing this. But it's like now you are being almost like initiated or brought into this. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, Cancer, sorry for that. So, as I was saying before the interruption, that I feel like there's someone here, they're coming through as the shepherd, who has been protecting like their flock, whatever that means to you, from some sort of external energy that is coming through a little bit predatory, is just how it's coming through. Like in whatever way that is, I don't think it's like physical real danger. It feels more like an energy vampire, or it feels kind of like just something that's like not beneficial to the health of the group, is just how it's coming through. I feel like this person has been absorbing that energy, like taking on the burden of protecting others. And I feel like it's almost like you're being brought into this situation in some way in order to be a witness to that person, whoever it is that is, who has been, I want to say, like taking on this burden of protecting others, is how it's coming through. So I don't know in what way you're going to be of service to them, but I do feel like you are being asked to look at this as an opportunity for you in some way. I'm going to pull one more card for you from the archetypes. Actually, yeah, I'm going to pull one more card for you. Or that's wanting to come through as a card for the other person. Okay. Neptune. So these cards come through with a significant message about spirituality is actually how it's feeling. Interesting. I am getting some sort of like challenge involved with this that is going to require almost like a spiritual approach is how it's coming through. Yeah, Neptune is the mystic's planet. Amidst your spiritual awakening, remember that ultimately the work is not about you. The work is about what's bigger than you. Stay grounded in that reality, and you're likely to avoid Neptune's pitfalls of narcissism and escapism. History shows us examples of spirituality turned madness, so keep your woo-woo tendencies in balance with a little selfless service. Yeah, I feel like this... So this is the energy of the other person in this dynamic. You may see this other person as being very spiritual, like, so in whatever way that is for you. Maybe they have a very strong spiritual practice. They are coming through as this energy of the mystic, and I feel like there is like a very strong Neptunian energy with them. They may have Pisces somewhere in their chart, doesn't have to be though, but I am kind of getting this sort of like there's something very collective about the way that they see themselves is how it's coming through. Like they're very enmeshed in the collective's well-being is how I would phrase that. In a certain collective, it doesn't have to be like all of the but like maybe a certain group that they really strongly identify with, right? Like they understand the needs and the dreams and the subconscious of this group is how it's feeling. I am getting a very strong like mystical protector energy from this person, and you are being, I want to say, like almost like elevated in some way to the level that they are, whatever that means to you. And I feel you have dissolution at the bottom of the deck, lots of watery energies, water and air is coming through very strongly for this reading for you, Cancer. And again, feel free to flip this if this is not resonating. It is a general reading, so it could be that you're in this Neptune energy. There's someone coming in to witness you. Just take it how it resonates, but I'm just gonna keep it with this point of view, just for simplicity. Okay, so sublimation. Hidden secrets can harm you. The skull, yeah. I feel like there's something here where it's like you weren't seeing this not... Again, I am kind of like, if we go back to that example of the shepherd, right? Or like in a workplace, for example, it's just the easiest way to explain this energy. It doesn't have to be that, but it's like, let's say, for example, the shepherd has been dealing with wolves at night. Let's say that, like, just as a metaphor, the shepherd has been dealing with wolves, and it's kind of like you were also protected from this information because it wouldn't have, like, maybe this person was trying to protect you maybe they were trying to like shield you from that energy, like they didn't want you to worry, right? Like that kind of thing. I do feel like though you are being let into that information now. Like you are now being brought into this information. Like there have been some like secrets, I want to say, that have been kept from you in order to protect you. But I do feel like that's changing. Like that maybe keeping you from the truth has been more harmful to you than not. Like it's kind of like you would rather know everything that's going on than be protected from worry, for example. Like that's how it's feeling. Like it, because it is kind of feeling like you're there's a it's coming through as like level, like being brought to the same level as this person in whatever way. It could be like information, like you have all the information now, or you're going to be getting all the information. I feel like maybe you're in the process of that. You haven't quite gotten to the fact where all of it's been revealed yet, but you will. And that maybe a lot more things will be making sense, because it's kind of feeling like, okay, maybe you didn't understand, like I'm just going to call them the shepherd. That's the energy that they're coming through with. The shepherd has been maybe acting distant, or like maybe they've just not seemed 100% or whatever. And it's kind of like once you know why it is that they've been acting like that, or what it is that they've been dealing with, it's kind of like, okay, now I understand why this has been happening, like why this dynamic has been the way it is. And it helps you, right? The truth is always freeing. It may not be easy to hear, but it is freeing, is the energy that I'm getting. Like you're understanding more about a certain dynamic. Yeah, fear, worries, intense situation with the dagger. I feel like this energy was hidden from you in order to not make you worry about a situation, Cancer. That's how it's feeling. Because imagine like, okay, now you know that there are wolves. So what are we going to do about this situation now? Like that's how it's coming through. You are being protected in order to keep you from worrying. I feel like though that's not helping you in this case. So you are going to be learning about something. You have June here. So maybe by June, in the next few months, you'll have all the information, or there'll be some sort of change. You have Mule here. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That's coming out on the other side. And Hand, yeah. Okay. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. This is the other person's energy. I do feel like the other person, the shepherd, has been needing help and assistance and guidance. But I feel like there is also stubbornness there of like not wanting to ask for help. I feel like though at some point, like I don't think they have a choice in this matter. I'm kind of getting this energy of like the universe is sending you, Cancer, to help them, because they won't ask for it. They won't ask you for it maybe, or they are, I don't know. I feel like if they are, again, as I was saying before, it feels kind of like they're absorbing, like they're acting as like a shock absorber for a group. And I do feel like this is a position that they've put themselves in for whatever reason. And it's kind of like they are, I don't know. Can I get one more card? Love. The astral house for them. And you have Mountain Road at the bottom of the deck. You are on the road to success. Okay. Okay, so there could be an aspect of pride here, but I'm not so much getting that for them. There could be a little bit of that for the Neptune energy, like someone who doesn't want to ask for help because maybe because of pride, right? Because they want to be able to do this by themselves, or that they feel like it would be unfair to ask for help or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, okay, I'm going to pull a card for you from the animal deck. The Nightingale. You're coming through with a lot of air energy with the sublimation. So again, you may want to watch the Aquarius reading. You have the Nightingale, and then the Skull and Dagger are both coming out with air energies, right? It's coming through with like Nine of Swords, hidden energies, fear, worries, concerns. But with the Nightingale here, that talks about like speaking from the heart, expressing your desires and things like that. So maybe there's something about expressing what it is that you're afraid of. There is something also very healing about that. I feel like maybe there's some something about expression for you is very important. Yeah, fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? Yeah, I do feel like there's something that you need to say. It might be expressing some sort of fear or concern that you may have about a situation. It could be offering words of support to this person. Maybe there's been something that you've been keeping quiet. Again, it could also be something like maybe your energy is the one that has been keeping something hidden, right? From somebody that you care about. Like it could be that, like, just take it how it resonates, Cancer, where maybe you have been taking on the burden of something. Maybe you've been dealing with something that's been very tense or like, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of hidden secret, and it is coming through as being like you've been keeping the wolves at bay and trying to protect a group from that influence, and not allowing anyone to help you with that. Like it could be something like that you're being encouraged to share with someone, or that there may be somebody coming in who's going to help you with that. Okay, could I get this card for the Whale? You're coming through with air, or they're coming through with water. I feel like it is something, because now I'm seeing your energies as flipped, Cancer, which is so interesting. That now it's feeling like you're the one who's been dealing with something, and that someone's coming in to witness you. This whale energy. This whale energy comes through with this like emotional beacon. An emotional beacon. They're very, very strong. They're capable of handling a lot. And there's a lot of moon energy between you. There's some illusions as well. I feel like there's something here, especially with the sublimation and the Neptune, very strong spiritual connection here. You could dream about this person and vice versa. Like there may be a very strong like spiritual psychic connection between the two of you. And there may also be a lot of like seeing things from the other person's perspective, especially in your dreams. I'm with the dissolution card as well at the bottom of the deck. This card talks about like dissolving of the ego, right? It's like there isn't any you or me. It's all just us, right? It's a collective energy rather than an individual. So it could be that it's both of you, where like you both have something that you've been dealing with that's been challenging or fearful or a tense situation, and it's like this other person or you are coming in to witness the other and perhaps assist them in some way. There is some sort of like, it does feel mutual and reciprocal, and it's like it's not you or me, it's both of us. That's how it's coming through, or all of us in whatever way that is. I am getting this very strong energy of like expressing whatever it is that's been causing you fear, or whatever it is that you've been keeping hidden and the thing that you've been keeping hidden was in order to protect another person, is how it's coming through. Or you don't want the other person to worry, like that kind of energy. Yeah, and between you have the dragon, which is solar plexus energy, and it's also witnessing. This card talks about witnessing. Being a witness. Yeah, the dragon sees everything. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eye sees beauty everywhere. Interesting. I feel very strongly that you see beauty in this other person in whatever way that is. I don't feel like it's physical, though there is some aspect to that, of course. It's not just physical is what I should say. Like you can really see this person's soul, or you see what drives them. Even things like this energy of the mule, like someone who's unwilling to change, that energy, you can see why it is that they're like that, right? Like it's coming through this as this feeling of just complete compassion and understanding for this other person, of understanding why it is that they're like that, the struggles that they've been through, just so much like love and compassion for this other, right? Like when you like really see this person's spirit. Queen of Swords. Again, you're coming out with all this sword energy. Again, feel free to flip it, Cancer. It could be that you're dealing with an air sign. It could be that this entire reading is flipped. So just take it how it resonates. I feel like the reason why your energies may be coming through like this is because there's so much like dragon energy where you can see this other person's soul as if it's your own. That's how it's feeling. You can take on their perspective as if it's your own. So just be cautious with that, because you do have the dissolution card where it's kind of like the ego dissolves when you're with this person, or when you're connected with this person. but it could be that they're an air sign, so just take that how it resonates. They're coming out with the Queen of Swords. I do feel like their energy, I'm just gonna let it come out the way that it's going to come out. Their energy feels like it's turned away from you, is how it's feeling. With the Queen of Swords, again, their focus, their energy is turned away from you. They're dealing with something else, it feels like. That's got them in the Queen of Swords energy, so it could be that they're focused on something, they're listening, they're maintaining very strong boundaries with something. They're having to be very patient and focused and clear. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. I feel like they're balancing something. Again, this could be you. Okay. But you have Six of Wands, Temperance, and the Fool. That's really positive energy, like overcoming something. I want to say overcoming something and like heading towards you here with the Temperance and the Fool. Again, it's this energy of like a witness, right? Like the Six of Wands is public. It's a public recognition of success, of accomplishment, of overcoming something, of victory. It is feeling like that, but I feel like there's been like, so it's also kind of coming through as being like whatever has been hidden, or what, like maybe this person has been dealing with a conflict, but it's kind of like they but like you didn't know that they were dealing with that. That's how it's feeling. It's almost like you're now seeing the public aspect of it, or something has been brought out to the open. Something has been sort of like released to the public. Some sort of information maybe, or that this, like now that it's over or will be over soon, it's been revealed, is how it's feeling. The number 6 is coming through very strongly, especially with June. So maybe by June, that information will become clear. Six of Wands, the number 6. You have Temperance and the Fool, though. I do feel like this is a new beginning for this dynamic, but with the Temperance card, I feel like there's also some like energies that have to still be transmuted. Like it's kind of coming through as like aftermath or cleaning up the mess kind of energy, or like taking time to rest and heal oneself after some sort of ordeal. Like that's how it's coming through. You also have the Knight of Cups. And the Hierophant is coming out next. Four of Cups. The Hanged Man. And Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like for you, Cancer, it's been something of like, this person was not sharing something with you that I feel like would have really, well, let's not say it like that, but like they have been keeping something from you regarding some sort of challenge that they've been going through in order to protect you from like worry, right? They didn't want you to worry about it. Maybe it wasn't yours to worry about, that kind of thing. But at the same time, that was causing sort of this four of cups energy within you, or the hanged man, like feeling kind of like stuck, or like, not necessarily stuck, but in sort of a limbo regarding this connection, whatever it is. Like you just were kept in the dark regarding something. I do feel like that's changing though. It could also be something here, Cancer, where you have been waiting for this person to open up about something, but they weren't ready for it, right? Like it's that kind of thing. I feel like, because your energy is coming out with the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man, which I feel like is very grounded and patient and wise, right? Like you weren't pushing this person. You weren't like, you weren't pushing this person. It feels like you weren't like trying to get information that they weren't ready to share with you yet, right? Like that's how it feels. Very mature, very wise, very patient. But there is also this feeling here of like, well, why aren't they sharing? And it's because they've been dealing with all of this, is how it's feeling. Again, reverse it if that feels right for you. That's just how it's coming through to me. Yeah, the World. I do feel like that is over though, like, or it's ending. I feel like this person has gone through some sort of significant lesson. I think, okay, so what I'm getting is that this person has overcome something in terms of opening up to you, but they're still going through whatever it is that's been causing them worry or pain or whatever, struggle, right? Like they've overcome one lesson, but it's like they're still in it, is how it's coming through. But it's like now you know, and perhaps you can also help them with that. Ace of Swords, yeah. There is truth and clarity coming through with this connection. And Four of Swords. It's really coming through with like understanding and integrating the truth of this. There could have been something in the past where there was hardship or pain or heartbreak because there wasn't communication, or yeah, it is feeling like that. There's and it could be for you in this connection, because it is feeling like a very strong spiritual connection, that this may also just be happening sort of in the astral realms. It may not be something physical for you. This may not be happening in the physical realm. Like, I don't know if it's like I don't know if this person is actually reaching out in the physical, but it's kind of like you are getting a download or an understanding, or maybe you have a dream about this person, about what it is that they're going through, and it gives you this sort of clarity and understanding about whatever the situation is. Maybe by June there'll be some sort of like clear, definitive knowing that happens. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. You do have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like the earthly realm, the physical, will take some time to catch up, is kind of how it's coming through with this. You are on the road to success, but I feel like for right now, it feels very watery and air, like spiritual, mystic, astral realms. That's how it's feeling. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.